Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, when I start this lesson off by giving all the praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakudash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Honors to our brothers who are fervently preaching the word in sincerity and in faith. Shalom to the sincere Akwath, and Shalom to the scattered Israelites who are amongst these heathen nations and look like these heathens. Now, this lesson is going to be primarily based on not envying your oppressor and choosing none of his ways. So through the Spirit, I'm going to read this definition, get some precepts, and Lord's will you're edified. It says, envy is a painful or unhappy feeling you get when you want an advantage, success, or item that another person has. It combines a wish to have what they have with a sense of discontent. And here in Proverbs 3:31, it says, envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways. And the oppressor is Esau Edom, the so-called white man. He's the one who a lot of our people, the Israelites, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans primarily, are envy of, because we are in Esau's system. Esau is the one with all the riches, all the houses, the cars, the money, the boats, private jets, the helicopters. And our people, being in the low state that we're in, a lot of our people see that and they're envious. They want that. But they don't seem to understand that the way that Esau got that was through rape, robbery, and murder. Esau never got anything by moving righteous. All of that pull themselves up by the bootstraps nonsense. These Edomites have never done that. They're liars, and they're thieves, and they're colonizers, and they're murderers. They didn't work hard. They didn't pull themselves up by the bootstraps. They didn't make all the right deals with the right people. No, they stole everything that they have, or they murdered people and took what those people had. And then they just passed it down from generation to generation. And then they claim it as theirs. But it was all gotten through wickedness. And in Esau's system, the only way you can get any of the riches or anywhere close to the type of riches that he has is you have to do that same type of wickedness. You have to be a liar and a thief and a murderer. But what a lot of people can't see, because the Lord has not blessed them with wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, is that Esau is going down. He is falling. And anybody who's attached to him and anybody who has done wickedness, to achieve the ill-gotten gains such that Esau has, they're going down as well. A lot of these celebrities, they're wicked. And when Esau goes down and when America goes down, these celebrities are going down right along with them. You see, Esau's days are numbered. That's why these Edomites are crashing out and crying and complaining all over social media, because they can see the writing on the wall. They know they're going down. And it has them scared. There's nothing that they can do to stop it from happening. Job 14:5, seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass. And that's right. Esau's time in rulership is almost up. That's why everything is falling apart for them. Their businesses are shutting down. Their churches are burning down. They're losing their homes. They're losing their farmland. They're losing their health. They're losing their wealth. They're losing everything. The Lord is taking it away from them because it wasn't gotten righteously. See, when the Lord brings down Esau, the Lord is not going to make it, quick. The Lord is going to do it slowly and painfully. He's going to make these Edomites suffer. They're going to suffer. Then they're going to get destroyed on this side. Then they're going to come back in the kingdom in chains and enslaved under us, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, who are the true Israelites according to the scriptures, and the scattered who look like these heathens, but they're Israelites through the seed line of their fathers. And these Edomites, they're going to be under us. And for 1,000 years, double what we've had to endure. For 1,000 years, these Edomites are going to go through the most hardcore, brutal slavery that any nation has ever experienced. And then at the end of it, the Lord is going to round all of these Edomites up and wipe them out. That's the end for them. They had their chance to rule, and all they did was wickedness. And now all of that wickedness is coming back to bite them. The chickens are coming home to roost, so to speak. And these Edomites, they can't stop this. They can cry and complain, they can scratch and claw and throw anything and everything at the wall, every wicked plan that they have to try to stay in power, but it's all going to fail. Because they didn't put themselves in power. The Lord put them there. And just as the Lord put them on top, the Lord is going to bring them to the bottom. And the Lord is going to put his people, the nation of Israel, back on top. And the nation of Israel are not those heathens that are in the land of Israel right now. Those small hat wearers. Those are not the Israelites. Those are not the Lord's people. Those are Edomites primarily. They're of the house of Amalek, the chief house of Esau. And the Lord, in the scriptures, it says that the Lord would have war with Amalek from generation to generation. So the Lord is against these Edomites. All of them. And he is going to destroy them. But before he ultimately destroys them, he's going to take everything away from them. And the best part is that they have to watch it happen. These Edomites have to watch everything that they have be taken away, and they're powerless to stop it. The scriptures say that there be 9 things which I have judged in mine heart to be happy, and the 10th I will utter with my tongue. A man that have joy of his children, and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemy. And right now, we are living to see the fall of our enemy. And it's a beautiful thing to behold. Because these Edomites, they really thought that they were going to do all of this wickedness from generation to generation, year after year, decade after decade, century after century, and then just ride off into the sunset. But that's not how it's going to work. They're going to reap what they have sown. And the Lord is going to make it painful for them. More painful than anybody has ever had to endure. So for all you sincere brothers and sisters out there, keep your head up. Stay positive. Because the tables are turning. The Lord is flipping the script. Those of us on the bottom are about to be put on top. And those on top are about to be put on the bottom. So with that, I'm going to wrap it up here. Just a really quick lesson through the spirit. Hopefully it, boosts your spirit. So in closing, I want to give all the praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakudash. The Wadi Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, for putting the spirit on me to do this lesson. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Honors to our brothers who are fervently preaching the word in sincerity and in faith. Shalom to the sincere Akwath. Shalom to the scattered Israelites who are amongst these heathen nations and look like these heathens. Hope you all stay strong, stay safe, stay fervent, stay circumspect, stay prayed up. And Adawan Ratazah. Till next time, Shalom.